Injury report. Jacob Martin, he has a knee. He'll be placed on IR. His season will be done for the year. Cortland Sutton has a hamstring. He will not participate. Kendall Hinton has a hamstring. He will not participate. Russell Wilson has a concussion, and he'll be in the protocol, so he won't participate. He'll be working through it with his increased physical activity as we move forward. Draymond Jones has a hip. He will not participate. Andrew Beck, hamstring. He'll be limited. Dakota Allen, hamstring, limited. K1 with his wrist and knee, limited. Brandon, his quad, limited. Dalton Reisner, shoulder, limited. Kareem Jackson, as we know, he's getting older, so he'll be limited. Jacob Bobenmoyer, he'll be full, and DJ Jones with his shoulder will be full.
With where Russ is in the protocol, how optimistic, one way or the other, are you for Sunday?
We're taking it day by day.
Did he advance enough? Like you said, he can do some work today, so he's obviously cleared one step.
Yes, we're just following the protocol exactly how we need to and making sure that we increase his physical activity appropriately as the NFL has listed it out.
What did you see from Rippon when he came in? Where does he need to improve if he has to play again this week?
We talked about that a couple days ago, and even just watching that when he comes in there and we call a pass right out the gate, and he makes a smart decision by throwing it out of bounds. Then he comes back in a 4th and 7 situation, and, I mean, that was a dime. I mean, that was an unbelievable throw. I mean, we talk about tight windows in that area, throwing it over a linebacker and delivering it to Jerry. I mean, that is one of the hardest things to do in that situation. So I thought that was great by him. And then from an improvement standpoint is let's get him out in practice and let's get him back in the groove so that he can go out there and execute. So he did a good job at the Jets. There's things that he can correct, and he knows that, and we'll see where he goes.
From hamstring injuries that you guys have had, are you extra cautious with Cortland and Kendall as they try to get back in, or I guess do you just sort of trust that when they're cleared?
I think we got a great medical team here. They're going to do everything they can to get them back on the field the right way. For us, every hamstring is different. Every single person reacts different. Everybody comes back different. So we want to be sure we're communicating with the doctors, with the player, and making sure we're treating all those guys the way that they need to be treated.
How will you make the Russell decision? And is there a decision to be made outside of whether or not he passes the protocol?
In the end, his safety is what matters most to us. We want to be sure that we're taking care of him and all his well-being, and we're doing what's right for Russell. It always starts right away with the medical department. We've got a really good medical department, the independent neurologists. We're going to be sure we're in constant communication with them. He's being monitored by everybody, and we'll go from there. We'll talk with him, and it'll be an organizational decision.
How involved will he be in meetings and with game planning, et cetera, as he's working his way back?
He'll be involved.
From a football perspective specifically, do you need him to practice this week in order to play, or could he go this week without practicing and then play?
I mean, we're taking it day by day. We're going to see how everything plays out.
What have you seen from Garantano, your practice squad quarterback, in case you need him on Sunday?
Yes, no, it'll be exciting if he's out there. He has some really good intangibles. His ability to throw the football is very good. He has very good athleticism up to this point. I mean, he's picked it up really well. We got him that interactive playbook, and he dove right in there and started learning everything. And so it'll be exciting to see if he gets out there.
But if Russ can play, will it be Rippon, or does Guarantano actually have a chance to have this?
It'll be Rippon.
It'll be Rippon, okay.
With Greg Dulcich, as he's become kind of an increasing part of your offense, how have you seen him adjust to increasing coverages, and the defense is adjusting to his film as well?
He's done a great job. I mean, they've thrown a lot of different things at him throughout the year. Week by week, you see so many different things, and I think he's embraced it. We've seen a lot of different defenses, and they have tried to, whether they man him or put a better guy on him or cloud him, or all the different things that they do defensively to be able to try to stop him. And he's been able to find some sweet spots, understand where he fits within the zone coverages, and beat win versus man coverage. So he's really, I feel like he's really coming along.
Russell thought, he was pretty adamant about where he was and being able to play with a hamstring injury. Once he's cleared, is the conversation different because it's a head injury, or is it similar? He's going to push to play if he gets the green light from the medical team.
Of course, that's what you love about Russell. But for us, it starts with the medical team, and it's day by day right now. And then we'll all discuss and do what's best for Russell first and foremost, and then the organization.
How much have you guys missed having Randy out there, and any decision on if he's going to come back at all this year?
We're going to start Randy's clock today, And so it'll be exciting to have him back out there. We're looking forward to him hopefully playing on Sunday. Want him to be out there on Sunday. And it's hard to replace a guy like that. I mean, he's a presence. I mean, how he attacks the edge, sets the edge, rushes the passer, that's something that we could really use.
What went into kind of the rotating cast that you guys did at left guard on Sunday, kind of with first Luke and then Natani and Quinn there?
We knew it was going to be a challenge to block 95. I mean, he's a great player, and so we wanted to keep those guys fresh and work them in and see how those guys would react to that situation, and I thought they did a fine job.
With Randy, at first thought, it seemed like it might be a few weeks. Kind of, were there setbacks on the road to getting him to this point where he's potentially ready to go?
I think our medical staff has done a great job. We treat every player different. We want to make sure that they're able to play. We want their best interest is the most important thing for us, and we've gotten him back now, and we're excited to see him hopefully on Sunday.
How much have you missed him, given he was a disruptive player? It was for a month, but he was very disruptive.
I mean, you definitely miss him. Like I said, I mean, his ability to set the edge, rush the passer. I mean, it's very good. That's why he's here, and we're excited to have him out there and hopefully get after it.
Would he be on the play count for the coach?
We're playing that day by day. We're going to see how he is right now.
For Luke Wattenberg being a rookie, he's gotten thrown in a couple times this year and has had some ups and downs. How do you kind of stay on a guy to maintain he never loses his confidence, even if he gets pulled like he did in the second half?
Luke's done a really good job, and like you said, we put him in a lot of different spots. As a rookie, when you get out there, I mean, it's a fast game, and we have to be sure that we put him in a good position. There were a couple times that I think that we could have done a better job to be able to help him, so it starts with the coaches. But I don't think his confidence is going to waver. He's got plenty of time to develop. We want to continually see him develop.
Were you surprised and disappointed to lose Natani?
Yes, of course. I mean, he was a guy that was on this team, that he's been here throughout the whole year. And anytime you lose a guy, you're upset about it. But I wish him well.
This maybe goes along with Randy potentially coming back, but eliminated from the playoffs. Maybe it's in human nature to take your foot off the gas a little bit. Has it impressed you at all the effort guys are still playing with?
Definitely. We are for sure here to play the game of football, and that's what we're paid to do. We're all professionals. We love this game, and every opportunity you have to relish, and you have to be excited for the development of the future. Just to have the opportunity to go out there with your team and learn and grow, I think is so important. And those guys, I think they see that. And there was some great stuff that happened last week, the week before, playing against some high-caliber football teams, and we just got to get over that hump. And we got to play football games to do that, and we got a bunch more to be able to see that happen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Coach.